Hi, my name's Suzanne Day, and I run a business and a charity for stopping domestic violence. And I like to get my message out in a creative way, so I quite often write stories or poems or songs to get my message out. And today I've got a story that I wrote about the bird that helped the homeless, and it's a story about a New Zealand bird called the tui. Okay, so tui was a kind bird who lived in beautiful New Zealand, far up in the treetops where he felt safe. He was a very talkative bird and talked non-stop. Also, he was not shy about saying how he felt and would tell the world what he was thinking and feeling. He wanted to help everyone out by waking them up early in the morning, so he would start early in the morning with his chatter and his songs. One person who he always woke up was Lorraine. She lived in the North Shore suburbs near lots of beautiful beaches, and every morning he would wake her up with his chatter and songs. Lorraine would answer him back and tell him to keep the noise to himself because she wanted to sleep in longer. Tui would fly around the neighbourhood watching everything that happened. He knew all the locals and watched while they carried out their daily work. But one thing he noticed was that there were lots of homeless living on the street and in the towns. This saddened him, and he wondered why there was nowhere for them to live. He knew that in nature there were plenty of trees for all the birds to live in and to make homes. So why were there not homes for these people that lived on the street? What had happened that caused there to be not enough homes for them to live in? Another question he had was, why did the people of the town just walk past and not help the homeless people? He was puzzled, and he wondered why this was happening in his neighbourhood. But Tui wanted to do something about this. It was his passion. He wanted to make a difference to the lives of others and to make things better in the world. He sat in the treetops and sang to himself, thinking of a solution. What could he do to help these people in need? He saw the cafes and the restaurants in the towns, and he had a great idea. When he saw the staff from these businesses, he would circle above them and sing his songs to get their attention. He did this a few times, but they just kept working, not noticing him. So he continued this until eventually one kind lady noticed and looked up at him, and he made as much noise as he could. After circling her, he would then fly over the homeless, so she would notice them too. After a few times of Tui doing this, the lady from the restaurant would go over to the homeless and speak to them. Soon after, she started to give the homeless the leftover food from the restaurant. But Tui was not finished yet. He wanted these people to have homes too, and he would fly above the people who went to the restaurant to eat. Soon more people were stopping to talk to the homeless and see what they could do to help. A builder and lots of community workers got together, and they organised a project to build homes for these people, so they were no longer on the street. Tui was very happy about what he saw, and he knew that he had helped these people so they had homes and food. Are there homeless in your neighbourhood that you could help in some way? It really is up to all of us to do something and to make a difference and improve the world. And don't wait for the government to act. Think about what kind act you could do today to help someone who's homeless in your town or local area, and become aware of what you could do. Just something little. And the moral of this story is be proactive in your neighbourhood and find something small that you can do to help someone in need. And here's some facts about tui birds. Tui is a bird that belongs to the honeyeater family. It's a boisterous, medium-sized bird that is native to New Zealand. They have short, wide wings to fly with, eating nectar from the trees, insects and fruit. They're attracted to bright flowered nectar like kawa, five-finger, flax, putakawa, and they're building their nests high up in the treetops with twigs and loving dense forest. They have a very complex song, more than any other birds, having a very unique dark coloured features with a reddish-brown beak. And sometimes they make a whirling sound. They're often swooping down for food. And this bird makes a lot of sounds and calls that are rich, fluid, and happy. And sometimes croaking, chicks, grunts, wheezes, squeals, buzzes, chuckles, and doing other bird songs. And they can imitate human speech and have noisy, unusual calls. Okay, and if you like this story, you can push the like button, and you can also subscribe to our page. Thank you.